What's up, agents? Today we're going to be doing a Cypher guide. Cypher is probably right now my best favorite character to play in the game, and I said I wanted to do some guides on my favorite characters in the game to play. The guide's going to be a little bit different than our Sage guide. We're going to spend very little time in the testing range here. I'm just going to go over his abilities really fast, and then instead of showing you a bunch of different tricks and spots like I did with the Sage video, we're actually going to be taking clips where I'm playing Cypher and something goes right, or I'm doing something specific, and I'm going to break down the clip and break down how the round played out. So that's the majority of this video is going to be, but I'm just going to explain Cypher really fast to the people who may not have access to the game currently, or may never have tried this character out. So really quick, Cypher is a Sentinel, which means he's a defensive expert. So if you're new to this character, he's going to feel a lot more comfortable on defense rather than on offense. But I think what's going to make great Cyphers in the future and in the competitive scene is being able to play Cypher offensively just as well as you're playing him defensively. Cypher is a character all about getting information on your opponents, which means that providing information in this game is a huge benefit, and I think this is actually one of the more competitive characters you can play currently in Valorant. So we're going to go over his abilities. We're going to go left to right. So we're going to start with my Tripwire on the left, which is my E ability, and we're going to go to my ultimate, which is my Q, just explaining them and seeing what they look like. So my Tripwire, really quick, is just a wire I can put on the ground. It'll set up a little tripwire, and if your enemies walk over it, as soon as they hit it, their bodies will turn, you'll see them through walls, their body will turn red, and after a short little period of time, if they don't break the tripwire while shooting it, then a concussive blast will go off, similar to getting hit by an ability from Breach, and it'll make it hard for them to see and hard for them, their camera will shake a little bit, it'll be hard for them to aim. You're really using the tripwire mainly for getting vision on your enemies and figuring out if you're being flanked on offense, or if you're on defense, figuring out which bomb site your opponents are going to. If your opponents do get up real close, or if you're facing a Cypher, if you get really up close to the tripwire, say you know where a Cypher's been putting them recently, if you get up close to it on the opposing team, it'll actually glow red and you can shoot it out before walking over it. His next ability is a cage ability. You're going to see right here. It's basically a smoke. This is really good. You can use it like a jet, like a brimstone. It's a good smoke ability. Once again, you just click it, and then you have to aim at it and detonate it. And then you can see there's no top to it. It's very wide. There's no top to it. So that means people can technically look down into it and shoot you. And then if you walk into it or a teammate walks into it, it doesn't make any kind of noise. But if your opponents walk into it, it will make a noise. So I know people who would, double up on a tripwire and a cage as well. I don't think it's too necessary to do that, but you definitely can. Then you can see them through the wall while they're in the tripwire. That's a really smart idea. You get free kills. His rechargeable ability is a camera. So you click it once to, here, let me grab it back. So you click it once to bring it out, and then you can put it on a wall, and then you click the same button you used to pull it out to go into the camera, and you can look around. There is a click on it where if you click, you shoot a spike, and if you hit an enemy, then it'll reveal their location until they pull it out of their body. And then in-game, you can always re-equip it by picking it back up with your interact key. Finally, his ultimate's a little bit hard to show right now, so we're actually going to show it in the clips later on. Basically, if you walk near a dead enemy's body, if you aim your crosshairs at it, you can click Q. It'll use your body, it'll use your ultimate, and that'll, after a short period of time, it'll ping every enemy on the map and show you where they are. In your mini map, you'll see an icon of the character where they are on the map, and on your screen they'll light up yellow for a brief period of time. It's like almost like a still photo of them, so they can move quickly away from where they are, but you get information about where they are on the map. For example, in one of the scenarios, we end up figuring out that both enemies are actually rotating from A to B bomb site on bind, and that we have a really easy plant. So hope you guys enjoy. I really want to get you into the clips as quick as possible because that's what the majority of this video is supposed to be about. And yeah, I'll see you guys in another one in the future. Goodbye. Alrighty, so the first clip here is to show a really strong setup from Cypher, and one way Cypher is able to control a ton of the map as a single player. So we're going to go back to the beginning of this. You're going to see we're on split currently. And while on split, there's essentially 3 points that the offense can choose to go through. They can go through mid, A site, or B site. And then they have different ways to get through the map. So they can go through sewers or the shop right here. So what we're going to be doing as Cypher is you're going to see Sova right now is actually standing on it. But we've double tripwired both entrances to A. We're going to camera mid. And eventually we're going to see I camera mid. And then I'm going to move and be able to cover B site. I alone have sight lines on entrance to A, mid, and entrance to B bomb site. That's really, really, really strong as Cypher. And we're going to keep watching the clip, and we're going to see how this information helps me a ton. So I know there's one shop, which means I can assume because he's shop that there's going to be people at garage, because they wouldn't just put one on shop and then have nobody go, have a whole rest of the team go A. They could do that, but they risk losing the guy at shop and then being in a 4v5. However, it looks like they got a pick as we got a kill as well. Skipping ahead in the clip, you can see my teammates are now going to rotate and push into garage. I'm playing a little bit more passively here. And you're going to see right here, both my teammates get killed at garage, which is really bad. I guess the Rays ulted our Sage and then killed our Rays as well. I'm going to be watching garage here, obviously, and I'm going to be able to see her come through here and get a free kill. The good thing to note is that if there was a scenario where they pushed A, I can just simply rotate through the back of the map while they're dealing with my traps, and now we have vision on them if they hit my traps, and we know what site they have to push. So they either have to rotate all the way through sewers and mid, or all the way to B site, and that takes a lot of time, which isn't good for them at all. But they wouldn't be in this scenario. And we're going to keep watching and see what happens. The rest of the clip, obviously, I'm not really using my abilities. This just comes down to gunfights, and you can see both of them were kind of looking for my Sova's arrow, and I was able to get the pick pretty cleanly. There's one guy left, and you're going to see I end up killing him pretty shortly here, soon after he kills my Sova. That's just, you know, good map knowledge. We probably assumed once garage was clear, he has to come to spike, and it's a free kill right there. So that's pretty much the end of that one. Okay, so we're jumping in at the end of a buy phase right here, and I'm going to actually set my trap on this wall, and you're going to see how useful the traps can be combined with something that takes away an enemy person's vision, such as a brimstone smoke. So you can see this Raze hopped is rushing B, and she thinks that the smoke is actually going to wall her off and make it so people can't see her, so she gets a free ride into hookah and window. However, that's exactly what doesn't happen here, because my Cypher trap pings her, and she can't really see my Cypher trap because of the smoke. And after she gets pinged by the trap, she doesn't look for me. She panics because she doesn't want to get hit by that concussive blast, and she wants to get rid of the trap that's attached to her, because if you shoot the trap while it's attached to you, you won't get hit by that concussive blast. However, I can see her completely through this wall here, and it ends up being a really free kill. This clip is a great example of how Cypher is super powerful, and right there I really just should have been dead, but Phoenix choked really badly, and I sidestepped literally all of his bullets. Raze probably definitely should have cleared the area. However, I understand how that would have been really difficult without being able to push up to exactly where she was because of the smoke. So you're going to see I'm going to end up actually... Oh, we pick up another kill here. Viper's going to walk in and for some reason she doesn't check her left. For some reason, no one checks the left of that corner, and it's like super free kills. I heard teleporter here, and we're gonna see. I heard teleporter here. We're gonna see. I'm gonna push up, and I get a free kill here. That would have been 4, and this is for the ace. No, rip. All right, and my teammates end up cleaning up the Omen very shortly. So in our last 2 clips, we've shown off how to use the tripwires effectively and to give us a ton of information. And then our first clip was how we can basically lock down 3 different lanes at once, especially on split. So in this clip, we're going to be showing off how we can use the ult to counter other character ultimates. In this case, we're countering Viper's ultimate. This could be also used to counter something like an Omen ult or something like that. But the ult's very important on Cypher because it gives you so much information. So once again, we're going to go with our... This time, we're actually going to lock down B completely. So we've got no info on A. However, we know they're coming window like in the last clip. We know if they come A long or B long into arches on split. We know that scenario. And this time we're actually going to camera B long as well. So we're going to get instant information if they're at Fountain. Let's see if they ended up being at Fountain on this run. They did double smoke it, so I did call that out, obviously. And we know that they're going to be there. Cypher actually tripped, Phoenix actually tripped our tripwire here. And I don't know if Brimstone ended up cleaning him up. But again, I gave that information to Brimstone there, and it looks like he wasn't able to end up getting the kill initially. So right now I have a pretty good hunch they're going to come B. Obviously, our 2 teammates are over at A in case they don't, and it's probably a smart thing that they're there, because early in the round, over a minute left, they can easily rotate the round, and our Brimstone ended up dying, but he also got smoked by Omen. So we know Omen and Phoenix are 100% over here. We also know a Brimstone smoked, but that could have been theirs, so... Or that was definitely ours. We just got a pick there. Pretty easy pick. I'm watching window. She hops out window like a bot. And we get a free killing up. Right now, they planted the spike. So our teammates cleared A. So they got spike down on B. Probably when I went to hide around here. I was looking for Omen up here. And therefore I got a free pick. And you can see the Viper ult going down. So we know Viper's over here as well. And we're going to end up catching... I'm right here. Actually, this is really important. This is really important to point out. I picked this Omen, and I want to get my ult off. That jump was to catch the Omen body right there, but my ult wasn't able to hit him. So I now see this body right here, and I just saw the Phoenix. Phoenix, for some reason, I don't know what Phoenix is looking at there, and we get our ult down on the closer body. I don't know what the Phoenix was doing, but he ended up being a free kill. Our teammates get a huge pick there, and our vision is revealed on Viper while she's hiding in her ultimate. Her ultimate's actually really hard to see in, which is why I felt my ultimate was appropriate here, so that I could get instant vision on her, and I know she's going to be right here. Easy cleanup, easy kill. We're going to hop on the bomb. Her smoke will go away just in time for my HP to stop declining. And that's basically it. Again, using Cypher ult to counter Viper's ultimate. Also in that clip, we were watching Windows. We didn't take our eyes off Windows after Breach died. He called out what was there. We got the kill on her. And then we knew Omen TP'd up there. So we were able to go around the corner with our sightline already on him, giving us the advantage. Because he doesn't actually know where we are or when we're pushing in that case. And then immediately after you get a kill, look to ult. It didn't happen on the Omen there, but it did end up happening on a different body, and we ended up getting a pick on Phoenix because of it. So yeah, look to ult as soon as you get that kill if you know you want to pop Cypher ult that round. This is going to be the last clip of the day on our Cypher guide. Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these kind of breakdown guides. I really enjoy them, and this is the first time I've been doing it, but I really enjoy it. Maybe we can break down some things that go wrong in the future and things that go right as well. Today, this clip here, we're going to be talking about some things that my teammate and I actually could have done differently, especially towards the end of the round. Also, we have been showing a ton of Cypher on defense where he's really strong. This is going to be a Cypher on offense, as well as I didn't have a really great clip of showing off the smoke traps, but on offense, you can use those similar to other smokes to cross over certain sight lines and things like that to push enemies aggressively and things like that. So just keep that in mind, because I don't really have a great clip using the smoke offensively. But yeah, you can definitely, I use the smokes primarily on offense and the tripwires primarily on defense. So I have to get better at flip-flopping them in the future. However, let's go over this final clip and get you guys out of here as soon as possible. Early in the round, just get a free pick here. We're actually going to fast forward ahead a little bit. I got a heal from my Sage. I actually called out that to her. Sage and I were actually in a Discord call. You can already see it's down 3-2. We're up 3-2 actually in a scenario here. And I'm going to get this kill. So we're up 3-2, and my initial reaction is I don't need to use my ult here. We're up 3-2 in the round. Although we don't really know where people are. We actually know Raze is on the map in Hall going to A. So she's actually going to get that kill. And right here, it's 2v2. And I know where Raze is, but I only know where Raze is. And my Sage has the bomb. So I'm actually going to ult this Omen body, because it's also very important. You can see the round numbers. It's very important that we win this round and maintain a strong economy going into the next round, so that we're able to buy ARs and shields and things like that. So I really need to get this round win. And most importantly, we ping our 2 enemies. So we see one is in the back of B bomb. She's actually probably rotating off of A to B site. And Raze is also on our spawn side of teleporters. So right here, we call out immediately to the Sage. Okay, we're going to push bomb site, because we have a free line to the front of bomb site before Sage can get a line of sight on us, because she's all the way back here. The big thing is, you're going to see in 1 second, huge thing here. So Sage picks up her thing, and you can hear her call out. She's going to call out her ult is ready. You can hear it? Yeah, so she calls out ultimate is ready. It's actually probably not good that she picked that orb up. I'm probably the one who should have picked the orb up. You can see her rotating back to this body here. And I end up telling my Sage, hey, you can't rotate back there because we don't know where Raze is, and we can't lose bomb to this scenario. So what should have actually happened is I should have picked up orb while she went straight to bomb site like I'm doing right now. Because when she gets that bomb down, she's going to get her ultimate anyway from that ult point. So that's actually something really minor to keep in mind, is that her bomb plant right here won't get anybody any ultimate points. However, I could have had an additional ultimate point here after using my own. And she could have gotten bomb down a little bit earlier, just a little bit earlier. But we're going to see how the end of the round plays out. Those minor things are really important to keep in mind. Because let's say, for example, I don't tell Sage, hey, let's say Sage wants to go back and res this person. And let's say I don't go back, don't tell Sage, don't go back. If she goes back, Raze was somewhere right here. If Raze gets a line of sight on Sage anywhere down here and kills Sage either before or right after the ultimate, then the bombs down here, they're probably both dead, and I'm alone in B pinched between 2 people. So those kind of minute details are actually super important in a game all about staying alive and getting the bomb down. And we actually could have had the bomb down a few seconds earlier. So we're going to continue the clip, and now we're going to get the bomb down. I'm going to end up getting a pick on the Sage who's looking for us, but she has no real clue where the nice thing is she has no clue where we're going to be at all. We could have pushed through window. We could have pushed through here. She just knows that we're on this site because Raze called us out probably. However, we know, and I know for a fact, that she's either up in this area right here where our Sage would have seen her, or she's going to be back in the back spawn, because that's where she was coming from, and she only has 2 options. So you can only go there or down here, and I end up getting the pick because of it. So we get the pick. It's 2v1 scenario right here, and just playing it out. She ice walls window. Really good idea. Raze now can't come from multiple areas. I actually don't know why I'm checking this. I guess she could have rotated back around, but she ended up going B long. Actually, because because the Sage wall was right there, Sage probably either both of us or she or I said, hey, one of us should watch this and one of us should watch that. So one of us should watch spawn side, one of us should watch B long, and I know where she is. And the bomb's already on a ticking timer right now, so I have plenty of time to just play patiently, force her to get on the bomb before I push her. You can hear that little noise, and I'm going to get a free kill. And that's going to wrap up the video. So hope you guys enjoyed the clips. Hope you guys enjoyed this kind of breakdown. And hopefully it wasn't too long, although I have a really distinct feeling that it was. So I will see you guys in another video. Goodbye.